Not everybody's getting paid.
Let's get back to the television.
You got
No,
two.
you're being a homer.
Come on.
No, he said it.
Don't start me.
No,
he's
not
a bad
bad
man.
anymore.
Go Tigers.
SoundOff is ready. Are you?
Welcome in,
All right.
SoundOffers. Hope everybody had a great Mardi Gras week. Hope your celebrations were safe and
Being
fun.
safe, too.
You guys had fun. I
had a
did
great
the children's parade on Sunday. I was on a float. I had fun.
I've done that with.
I mean, guys,
about 30 years
It's a
ago.
lot
I
of
mean,
fun.
the crew of crews and children's and merchants, I mean,
It
it
is.
just
It's
keeps
great.
growing and growing.
does. It
The
does.
attendance is
There's
great.
4
and the-
parades
and
on Mardi Gras Day.
I tell you, the law enforcement does a great job of keeping everybody safe
barricading
and in
and all
top,
that
so
stuff. They
is
do a
right.
great
Right.
job.
On
City of
tap
Lake
tonight,
Charles,
a couple
too.
of highly charged stories that have a McNeese connection or an indirect connection to McNeese. And they're important
Yes.
and intriguing. We've got that coming up. LSU's Jay Johnson, well on his way to defending a national championship. Deep dive into LSU Tiger baseball. Plus, we'll continue our
Little
conversation.
early.
I know it's a little, but still going to take a deep
A little
dive.
early say he's well on his way. There.
Continue our conversation with LSU's Eddie Kennison. That will be fun. Okay.
Yes.
I've been
Anything
teasing-
like Tuesday?
Yeah.
That's one of the best
Great conversation.
guest appearances.
I've been
we've
teasing this
had.
for a couple of weeks, the story or the possibility that former LSU McNeese head basketball coach Will Wade will somehow find a pathway back to Baton Rouge and return to LSU basketball.
Would that be something?
That
I
would
think-
be something.
I think it's going to happen.
Everybody knows his story, right? LSU great success, and FBI probe, strong ass offer, gets fired, out a year, exactly 1 year, McNeese brings him in and hires him, and the rest is history. 2 great years at McNeese championships, and now he's at NC State. Odds are, Mr. Guidry, of Will Wade returning to LSU basketball next season. Odds 50-50, 80-20, what do you say?
80-20.
80-20. That's strong. Okay.
80-20.
And you kind of go in those hallways and corridors of
The only
LSU.
thing
so
I
you
don't
hear stuff.
only complication, I don't know, because it's saying this is all being done behind the scenes.
very behind.
Not going to say it's shady, but it's
No.
not exactly above board like a lot of stuff at LSU lately. But the only complication I would see is buyout,
Yes.
number one.
Right now, Will Wade has a $5 million buyout
Yeah.
at NC State if he leaves before April 1.
Yeah.
I still say it's a $5 million buyout, but let's go with
Yeah.
that.
$5 million, what's that
Let me-
matter to LSU?
let me say this, Rick.
The way they throw money around?
Let me say this. Rick, when you go to that school and what we're looking at now with the Jay Johnsons, with the Kim Mulkey, now with Kiffin, Rick, basketball has been the only sport that's been lacking.
You got to have buzz.
It's the only
gotta have
sport that
spark.
you've got more people at the school that can tell you at Kim Mulkey's game than the men's
Okay,
game.
so let's go there. Matt
when
McMahon.
does that happen?
Matt McMahon,
Jim
hired
Nash?
by Scott Woodard. But you're talking about buyouts? The numbers, if they fire Matt McMahon plus the staff, will be about $10 million buyout. So then you add Will Wade's $5 million buyout. You're looking at about $15 million just to get Wade through the door. That's not chump change.
But when you put up with what you put up with for this long, Rick, I've been to a couple men's games and women's
So
games.
you're saying it's doable?
Rick,
Okay.
people not going to stand for that, man. Not in Baton Rouge.
Here's
They're
what I
not.
said earlier.
Well,
about-
that's part of the problem with basketball. I'm not sure anybody really cares. Can you imagine?
now.
Can
Not
you
now.
imagine the histrionics if LSU football or baseball really
Yeah.
went through a period like this?
Yeah. Good point. All right.
I mean, but also think about this. What this will be like. You're saying he's coming this year? I mean, and I don't doubt you, but I'm laying this out. After 1 year at NC State,
I'm going to get to that.
But guys, what y'all missing? You and Scooter both. And Scooter, this surprised me coming from you. You acting as if this is Will Wade's first year at LSU if he comes back.
No, that's right. It's a return.
It's a return.
It's a guy riding
Scooter.
in on the white
I'm
horse.
not talking about
return.
for his first year there. I'm talking about his only year at
at
NC
NC
State.
State.
Oh, yeah, that's
an
And
ACC
that-
bulldog.
it will cause an uproar
That
like
will.
when Lane Kiffin left Tennessee.
Yes, it will. Here's
Remember
the deal.
that?
The chess pieces. Think about this. Wade Roos, president of McNeese, is now president of LSU. All right, the second chess piece. Lee Mallett, is a big donor to McNeese and LSU, named by the governor last week as chairman of the powerful LSU Board of Supervisors. Lee Mallett and Will Wade, when Wade was in Lake Charles, they were tied at the hip. They're big buddies.
He was part of the reason he got
Lee
there.
Mallett and
Lee was
Will
part of the
Wade.
reason
And there are those
Get
who
there.
will tell you that's all part of the plan.
Wade Roos loves Wade. He now oversees
Yes.
LSU athletics. And now, McNeese AD Heath Schroyer, I said, at some point, and it may be by May, will be hired by LSU as an associate AD. Heath Schroyer courted and brought Will Wade down and pitched him to then President Darrell Burkell at McNeese to hire Will Wade.
Yeah.
So he'll be at LSU. The pieces are in place, gentlemen.
Yeah.
But will it happen?
You preaching to the choir, Rick.
Well,
I mean,
what was it?
I mean,
Scott Woodard, the former AD.
preaching to the choir,
that
Rick.
was the biggest holdup before Wade
It
went to
wasn't
NC
happening
State.
as long as he was
Woodard
there.
Yeah.
didn't want
Yeah.
anything to do with Will Wade, right?
And
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He had his reasons.
He did.
He had his reasons, and it goes back to him being fired for
He did.
cause, NCAA violations, all the stuff that's legal now.
All of it. That's
So
legal now.
Woodard is out of the way. So that's another
Yeah.
chess piece that has been moved off the table.
The thing with LSU sports, man, LSU wants to get a W in all sports. And men's basketball, I've never seen it this bad before. Honestly,
it's struggling.
I have never seen it this bad before,
It's
guys.
4 years
you
of
know,
struggle.
it's like they played just good enough to get beat. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like they're losing by 30 every night.
No.
They
no.
go
Well,
out there,
sometimes they do.
And there've
But,
been a couple, but
Yeah.
normally they fade in the last 10 minutes of a game.
He's just,
When Will
he
Wade
hasn't
was
been
here,
a fit for LSU
when
men's
Will Wade
basketball.
was here, many
Yes.
times us in the local Southwest
Yeah.
Louisiana media would talk about LSU, nothing on the record. He never expressed or said anything about LSU on the record.
No.
But there was no doubt. I think Will Wade wants to go back to LSU.
I would
I
think
think
so.
he wants to.
That is
I mean,
what I have
know?
heard.
I would think
yes.
so. I do.
Now,
I
your
would
point
think so.
earlier, I'm a big NC State fan. I've always loved NC State because of Alvano and the history and all
Yeah.
that stuff. The perception of a Will Wade leaving NC State after
Oh,
just
well.
1 year, he was much heralded when he went to Raleigh. That's a
So
big
what do you,
deal.
Yeah,
so what do you,
in
what do you
Raleigh.
say? How is
His
how is-
reputation
how is
outside
that, Rick?
McNeese is still a good.
Oh,
but,
no,
But I
it's-
can tell you,
But wait,
It's Will Wade. It's,
So
I
he
can
carries
tell
a lot
you,
of cachet.
but the LSU fan base would welcome him.
So-
It wasn't the fan base
No.
that ran him off.
It was, no, it was
Rick,
Woodard.
I'm a little bit confused at what you're saying. You're
Well,
saying
more than
NC
Woodard.
State versus an LSU? Is
No,
that
no,
what you're saying?
Well,
Come on now,
the
Rick.
problem with NC
Come
State
on now.
is they're number 3 in the state of North Carolina.
I understand
it's Duke,
that.
North Carolina,
I understand that.
and it's
I
NC
understand
State.
that.
I get it. I'm just saying. Will Wade, going back to LSU after 1 year at NC State, the perception of that. I don't know. The chess pieces are in
Will
place.
Wade
That's
was
all
winning
I'm saying.
basketballs at LSU. That's all I'm saying.
Woo! There you have that story. Seafood Palace in Lake Charles. Your consistent top choice for the very best seafood in your area. Top Longyearbyen Magazine Awards for best fried seafood. Hey, it's crawfish season. The
It
pots
is.
are boiling, and the red bugs are hot and tasty at Seafood Palace.
When disaster strikes, you don't have time to wonder who to call. At Reclaim Restoration, we're your trusted partner, 24/7, 365. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, we rebuild, renew, and revitalize your property and your peace of mind. Locally trusted, nationally certified, and voted Acadiana's Choice 2024. Call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Don't just like somebody on the app. Like them in real life. She likes you. Say hello. Hello. Legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time.
Life changes fast. That's why at Bank FMBD, we keep banking simple, with real people to help when you need it, and easy tools you can use anytime. Wherever life takes you, Bank FMBD is there.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
If those high winds that slammed our area
Yes.
over the weekend damaged any of your camps or homes or businesses, Check out our
Awnings or
partners at
anything.
Reclaim Restoration. They'll get you fixed up.
Yes.
They're the experts in handling all that insurance claims and bureaucracy as well.
They are.
ReclaimRestoration.com, the easiest way to get in touch to get all that damage repaired. We're back here at Caesars Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles. Hey, by the way, live entertainment on Bruise Brothers this coming Saturday
Yes.
night. It's Doc Wilder on stage, 9 to midnight. Great live music, great live entertainment, and bar, food, drinks as well. Great stuff. Let's get back to some college baseball. The Cowboys 1-2 after the opening against former SLC opponent Sam Houston. They had Louisiana Tech during the week. They got Big 12 Kansas coming down. Again, I think this is a solid Cowboy roster with some arms coming back. And of course, Larry Edwards, Easton Dowell, Simon Laraga back in there. Bryce Fontenot. They've got some guys coming back with some good portal
But
play.
Rick, you know, the one thing we haven't, and maybe we need to get Coach Justin
We're gonna-
on
yeah, we're
to
working
talk
on
about it, is that we haven't talked much about his portal or things that he's been able to do in that
21
area.
new players.
21. I mean,
Well,
anybody
that's-
that stands out.
A number of
where you
JUCO,
play the game
players.
now.
You know, a number of JUCO players.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's a solid class for McNeese.
Yeah.
They'll be in the upper tier of the conference.
Okay.
What does it come down to, Hobbs? Pitching
Pitching
and
is
keeping
key,
those
man.
guys healthy.
Pitching is key.
LSU, favorites to go to Omaha.
Why not?
Maybe
Why not? Why not?
sharing the favorite in the SEC with
Why
Texas
not?
and Arkansas.
Well, you can throw about half the
Half
SEC
the-
in there,
Exactly.
and any of them could emerge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, LSU's the preseason pick to
Yeah.
win the SEC. So yeah, but that's not how you get to Omaha. You get to Omaha through the NCAA tournament.
Yes,
Yeah, the
it's all
regionals
of
and
it.
the like. I got it.
And the LSU basically plays the regular season to get to host a super regional,
regional. Yeah. Right.
and super regional.
Yeah.
And you were getting way ahead of the game here.
He's just excited.
Baseball is not a sprint.
Just excited.
I'm running.
Baseball, it's so.
I get it.
It meanders. It has highs. You go into slumps. You come out of slumps.
So let me.
It looks low. There will be a time LSU will lose, at least 3 in a row.
So tell me,
this
Scooter,
year.
this is my big question. Tell me,
But
where,
it's not the end of the world.
where does Vandy rank in all of these? You know, it's my favorite team,
I
baseball.
think they'll be up there in
But
the upper
they-
half,
But
huh?
I think they lost a game over the week.
Okay, wonderful
They
then.
played a live opponent though, unlike LSU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They
Okay.
got great
But-
coaching at Vanderbilt. All right.
Yes, they do.
One thing LSU does have.
They got bad whistling. in
Yeah, I hate that
Vanderbilt.
guy. All right, LSU, Derek Currio,
Yeah.
one of the best outfielders in the country. Stephen Milam, one of the best, or if not the best, shortstop.
Yeah.
And now maybe Jake Brown from Sulphur.
From South.
Did
Another
I
Jake-
not predict
another
that?
outfielder.
I've thought
Yeah.
that all along. I mean, he just
They've got
was on
solid
a
position
team-
players, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was on a team with a lot of really good players
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
But he did everything you would want
Yes.
him to do
So let
last
me-
year.
Stolen bases.
So
He
let me
left.
ask this.
I think I'm right. I think he had the highest batting average in Omaha in the college
think you're
World
right, yeah.
Series.
Tell me this, Scooter. Have the days of a dual sport player gone? Remember back in the days when LSU had football players that were pretty damn good in baseball? Are those days gone?
I don't know why you couldn't still have that, but
Okay.
then
I used to like
then
watching
you'd-
baseball more.
You'd have to be fighting off 2 portals on them.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point
All right.
indeed.
all
Look,
right. Who
right.
gets
I think I mentioned this on Tuesday. This LSU pitching staff. I had
Yeah.
to remind myself. Anderson, Ianson,
Yeah,
Chase
yeah.
Shore.
Do people-
10 guys drafted by Major League
Yeah.
Baseball.
And do you do?
Yeah.
Anderson,
That is
how
kind
Ianson.
of crazy, right?
I mean, and of course, it wasn't that long. What's his name? The gymnast girlfriend pirate.
Skis.
Ski.
Oh, Paul Skees.
And it's hard to compare anybody to him.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute, the gymnast girlfriend? She's got a name. Livy Dunn. Come on.
Livia Dunn. Come on,
She's not
Scooter.
just a gymnast girlfriend.
I wish
dude.
I had never brought it
Scooter.
up. I
Olivia Dunn.
walked into a,
Yeah.
to a
Oh, yeah,
fire
you
pit.
did. All right, so-
no, but what I'm saying, last year with Anderson and Ianson,
Well, they were great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember a better 1-2 punch.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
might have, maybe if you went back to Chad Ogier and Mike Sorotka,
Boy, you're
Yeah.
going back.
that was
Yeah.
LSU's. That was
why
9.
you
That
never
was
talk-
8 national
But why you
championships.
never talk much about Ben McDonald? I like Ben McDonald.
Good point. Good name.
Oh,
You never bring him up that much.
Yeah,
Tony.
but I've said the best
Okay.
1-2.
Yeah.
And you know, the third on that staff, he was a freshman, but also damn good, Mike Sorotka,
Okay.
who pitched about 15 years for the White Sox.
Wow. All right, let's get back. Wait, let's
But I
go
like
to-
Ben McDonald.
let's
He's
get back
very
to
good
2000
on TV.
Get back
He
to
is.
2026.
He is.
All right, power. LSU, you like the longbow. Jared
do.
Jones
I
last
do.
year. The whole
I do.
What
do.
was it? Big Boy White at third a couple years ago.
Yeah.
All right. Again, do they? I think they got some homers. Jake Brown had 2. They had some homers out of what? Seth Dardo, I think.
Yeah, they had a couple of.
Do they have power in this lineup? Can they hit home runs like they did even last year?
You know, as good as they were last year, they were average home runs, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
but they needed. They seemed to get it.
Yeah. I tell
That's just me.
Tell you what I'm excited about. They got a good chunky first baseman.
Gotta have
Every
that chunky
team
first baseman.
needs a chunky
Yeah, he's-
first
he's-
Chunky
baseman.
guy. Chunky
He's
guy.
a big old boy.
And he hit a
He's a big boy.
home run his
He
first
did.
bat as a
He
Tiger.
did. He's a big
All right.
boy, though. I love him. He big.
McNeese.
Yeah.
Remember, this weekend at the Joe, it's Kansas.
Kansas.
Big 12 Power 4
Wow.
coming in against the Cowboys. All right, Eddie Kennison is coming up next. Don't miss that.
Yeah, don't miss.
There's regular cold. And then there's the mountains are blue cold. Mountain cold refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Reclaim Restoration is your trusted partner serving Southwest Louisiana from Lake Charles to Lafayette. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Don't just like somebody on the app. Like them in real life. She likes you. Say hello. Hello. Legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time.
Life changes fast. That's why at Bank FMBD, we keep banking simple, with real people to help when you need it, and easy tools you can use anytime. Wherever life takes you, Bank FMBD is there.
SoundOff brought to you by Bank FNBD, local banking right
Yes.
here in Southwest Louisiana. Let's welcome back former LSU great and NFL star receiver. That would be Eddie Kennison. Back in the fourth chair on SoundOff. Glad to have you back. This is your home base, Lake Charles.
Yeah.
Washington Marion kid, that whole thing. Back from Mardi Gras. Good time?
Yeah, been fun
Family?
so far,
Great.
brother. Family's
Great.
been great.
How often do you get back?
As often as I can. My
Okay.
mother and father
Yep.
both still live here in Lake Charles, so
Yep.
I get back to see them often now that I'm
Okay.
full-time in Baton Rouge, so just a
Yeah.
short drive. So I
Okay,
get
so
to see them a
basically
lot.
we're going to work it in our budget to get Eddie on at least more than once every 20 years.
Every
Is that okay?
30 years. Once
Okay.
every 30
Quick
years.
story
for
that a lot
sure.
of people don't know. Eddie and our dad worked together for years.
Really?
My dad and Eddie dad worked together for years.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
For years, man. At the post office.
And they probably argued just like
No,
y'all
they,
argued.
man, they loved their
I
sons,
never
man.
thought of that, and I
They
knew
love
both
their
of y'all's
sons.
dads
Yeah.
worked at the post office, but
Yeah,
somehow
all
I
right.
didn't make
Let me
the
go
connection.
back to Tuesday's conversation, then we'll get into some LSU, your days, NFL, that whole thing. NIL. I love NIL. I love the portal because it has brought parity to college football. You see what it has done to the game. Popularity,
Really?
TV ratings are up. You agree or disagree?
I absolutely agree with it.
Thank you.
There are a few things that I personally would change if they put me in a position to say you can make these changes.
Yeah.
The first thing I would change so far as the portal, I would put a time frame on the portal.
You have to.
I think they will eventually.
I believe they will have a cap on it.
Yeah.
And I would probably make it twice a year, not as multiple times that they have. I would make one like maybe before the summer and then one after the national championship game.
After that.
Because you know,
What
because then
is
you
the
know.
answer? I think what everybody would like to see. These kids now they're getting the idea from what they can do that life doesn't have consequences.
Well,
decisions don't
Right.
have consequences. You don't like that? Well,
Right.
I'll transfer again.
Well, I heard this from one of the greatest football players I've ever watched, Bo Jackson. And it doesn't give the kids the sense of belonging or the sense of true responsibility.
Oh, I've written about
What's
that.
really teaching them is that
Yeah.
saying, I don't have to stick around because if I don't like you, if I'm not playing, I can just leave. Well, that's not what life is. And what that's teaching the kids is just not total responsibility and total commitment. Now, you don't have to be committed to everything all the time at all points of your life, but to a certain extent, you have to say, all right, I have to stay in this program. I have to stay here because I'm dedicated to it. And I said that I was going to be here for a certain amount of time, and I need to commit.
Then you're talking about contracts.
And contracts.
Contracts.
And I've been covering college forever. And one of the things, you notice it when 30 years later, a team has a reunion or something. Those guys are still so tight.
Yeah.
We're losing that.
Absolutely.
How do teams ever bond when they're totally different every 6 months?
It's totally different. Now, what you can build is like great friend relationships, like, a couple of 2-3 guys there, and you'll get to know the majority of the guys on the team. If you're there for 3 months or 6 months, you get to know everybody, but do you really form a true bond if you play with that guy for 4 or 5 years at one university? And I say this jokingly, right? Even when I was married, I spent more time in the showers with the guys that I played with than my own wife. So, I mean, you think about it, that's funny, but you think about that time commitment and the sitting around a table like this and talking about life. You're talking about football, you're talking about meals, you're talking about things that are going on in your life, at home, away from home. That build bond, man, and that builds trust and love. And it's tough to get that in 3 months or 6 months.
One of the things that we talked about on the show a lot, man, and I can go back to Coach Ed Ogeron. When he first came on and became the new LSU head coach, he brought old players back. Eddie, at one point, and I'm not going to call anybody's name, but that was a coach that was after Lane Kiffin. Didn't think that was important. Tell me, as a former player, you and I both, Eddie, how important is that to keep former players around your program, man?
If you, in any university, any program, college, high school, the pros, it don't matter. If you don't bring back the former guys who helped pave the way for the guys that are there now, you're doing that program a total disservice. One, because you have bonds where guys can have conversations and we can talk to the young guys that are in the locker room, and for the female athletes, talk to the young females that are in the locker room and say, these are the things that we experience. These are the great things that our organization, our program have to offer. And if you don't bring those people back, how do these young athletes know what our university is all about,
Totally
particularly LSU?
Good point.
It's just hard to do
point,
that.
Eddie.
At this point, I'm supposed to say something smart ass. But I really can't. I can't argue. I think I agree with.
Thank you.
All right, good for that. Eddie Kennison from LSU
Y'all made a good point,
Tigers athletic department, of course, former star player and star with the NFL. At LSU, you were an all-SEC receiver, and you were also a return guy. You were a first-round pick by the then St. Louis Rams because you were dual threat.
Hey, his SEC NCAA record that will never be broken. 100-yard punt return.
Right. 100-yard punt return.
Jackie Sherrill still
against Mississippi State.
Jackie's job.
What did you like more? I mean, I would assume you say receiving.
Well, I don't know if I can really say that, because with the mentality that I had, I wanted to be great at both, a receiver and a return guy. And you have to be a little bit out of your wits to be a return guy.
You gotta be a little nutty.
When you're looking up and guys are running forward. But I love that. I absolutely love that. I love being a receiver. And believe it or not, as being a receiver, I used to like crackbacks more than I actually like catching the football. I used to love catching DBs that were slipping. Because I know when we were coming across the middle.
I wasn't slipping. I had to hit him a slip. I wasn't slipping.
So I enjoyed all of it.
I got to ask
that's
you.
Great.
I've contended, because I've looked at some of the numbers. He's a historian for LSU football. I think LSU is receiver U.
No, don't you start that with Eddie.
Receiver U.
DBU.
No.
DBU. Come on
Look at
now.
the list
Come
of
on now.
receivers.
Eddie,
You're in that company.
So
it goes way back.
But a defensive guy will say defense all day. I will say LSU is the U for putting out true athletes in the national football.
Okay. I can take that, Eddie.
Because you look
I'll
at,
take that.
I think right now, I think there are 64 guys, former LSU guys, that are currently on NFL rosters right now. 64 guys.
Wow.
I'm sure there are other universities with numbers that are like that. But
Alabama probably going to be close.
Alabama's close. But
Alabama's
you
probably
think
close.
you think about the athletes that are first-round draft picks or guys that aren't even draft picks or late draft picks or even free agency. Those guys are making football rosters, International Football League, just for what LSU is and the product that we put out.
In our last 30 or 45 seconds, I got to ask you. All right, you spent the majority of your NFL career with the Chiefs. You had a little short stay with the Saints. Where are they? With the Chiefs. Why are receivers in the NFL such divas? Most of them are nowadays.
Bro, we've always been divas. Always. You go back and look at the 1996 class. We've had the #1 receiver class in the National Football League's history.
Come on.
Keyshawn Johnson, Marvin Glenn, Eddie Kingston, Marvin Harrison. You go and look at that 96. Like Sports Illustrated did a whole deal on it. We've been divas, brother, because we're pretty, we catch the ball, and we make football teams look good.
Not the DBs.
They like scoring touchdowns, man.
You got to come back.
They like, Eddie's
next time you're like, there's so much to talk with you about. That's Eddie Kennison.
We're not done.
We're not done
with you.
We're not done with you. Eddie Kennison from LSU Athletic.
Great having Eddie.
A great Tiger and of course star receiver in the NFL. Round 4 of this show when we come back. Stay right here.
The Horseshoe Lake Charles experience begins with elite gaming in the region's newest and most exciting venue, featuring all your favorite table games and slots. Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe is the legend in sports betting, and speaking of legendary, Gordon Ramsay Steak is above all others, where celebrity chef Ramsay brings his fury of flavor to Southwest Louisiana. Great food and live music at Brews Brothers, and of course impeccable hotel accommodations. Plus, earn big with your Caesars Reward Card. That's Horseshoe Lake Charles.
There's regular cold. And then there's the mountains are blue cold. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Performance MVP is Lake Charles' newest full-line music store. Performance carries top brands of guitars, drums, keyboards, pro audio, and all of the accessories. We install professional sound systems in sports arenas, churches, homes, and outdoor living spaces. Performance MVP has 22 years of experience in broadcast video productions, including college and high school sports, television shows, commercials, and live streaming events. Come see our one-stop shop at Performance MVP, music video production.
We're back. Thanks for hanging with us. Many thanks to LSU's Eddie Kennison.
Glad to have him on.
Can I say something?
Got to have him back.
You know what I wanted to ask him, and it should have? I wanted to, not so much, how did you become so good at LSU NFL career? That's hard work. I want to know, how did Eddie Kennison end up just such a good guy?
Great upbringing,
great
family.
It happens, Scoot. I mean, duh, it happens, dude.
You're right.
I mean, come on.
That's
now.
what we need him back. We need him back.
It happens,
Kevin.
It happens.
You cannot argue with me. It's receiver you. It's
Stop.
receiver
DBU
next
forever.
Week. Next
DBU
week.
forever.
Next week,
We
I'll
will
run
do
down
it.
the names and
We will
the
do
numbers.
some scouting reports on that, and we will.
Wendell Davis. It started even before Wendell
look
Davis.
at the first
I'm
rounds
just
we've
saying,
had.
Eddie,
I'm telling you, we're going to win this, Rick.
Eddie-
Landry, Peterson, Honey Badger.
No,
Come on now,
I got
dude.
you beat.
Claiborne.
What you got?
No, I'm
telling
just
you.
saying all the fame and fortune that has come to Eddie, and he's still just the nicest down-to-earth
guy. Wishing the very best of luck. He's doing all those Rejuvenate
DBU.
medical health
Yes.
commercials. You need to get a deal on
I'm
that.
good. I'm good.
Lose
I'm
some
good.
weight. You need that
I